Imagine waking up tomorrow to news that entire coastal cities are flooding overnight. Miami, New York, Shanghai, Amsterdam, submerged by unstoppable tides forcing millions to evacuate. This isn't a scenario from a disaster movie, it's a terrifying reality that scientists fear could happen sooner than anyone expected. But what's driving this doomsday scenario? The culprit isn't just climate change, it's something far more sinister, hidden deep beneath the icy surface of Antarctica. Right now, beneath miles of frozen ice, volcanoes are silently awakening, melting Antarctica from below, and the consequences could be catastrophic. Antarctica, the frozen frontier at the bottom of our world, seems timeless and indestructible. Its vast ice sheets contain more than 90% of the world's fresh water, locked away for millions of years. But beneath this pristine ice lies a hidden world that's hot, volatile, and shockingly active. Recent groundbreaking discoveries reveal a landscape riddled with hundreds of volcanoes, active magma chambers, and geothermal hotspots that are rapidly changing how we understand the continent and our planet's future. For decades, scientists believed Antarctica was geologically quiet, a dormant giant. But now, thanks to satellite imaging and advanced ice-penetrating radar, we know the truth is far more unsettling. West Antarctica alone is home to over 130 volcanoes, making it the largest volcanic region on Earth. Many of these volcanoes lie directly under massive ice sheets, their intense heat melting the ice from beneath. This hidden geothermal heat could trigger massive ice collapses, leading to rapid sea level rise events, more devastating than previously predicted by climate models. So, back in 2017, researchers discovered an enormous volcanic hotspot beneath Pine Island Glacier, one of Antarctica's most critical ice streams. Pine Island Glacier and its neighboring glaciers act like giant corks, holding back vast reservoirs of ice. If these corks fail, unimaginable amounts of ice could flood into the ocean, drastically raising global sea levels. And here's the frightening part. This volcanic hotspot isn't isolated. Similar geothermal anomalies have now been found beneath Thwaites Glacier, ominously nicknamed the Doomsday Glacier for its potential to unleash catastrophic sea level rise. Thwaites Glacier, which is actually larger than the state of Florida, is already dangerously unstable. It's melting rapidly, shedding billions of tons of ice into the ocean each year. But what happens if the volcanoes underneath suddenly awaken further, intensifying the melt rate? Scientists warn that if Thwaites fully collapses, global sea levels could rise by nearly 2 feet almost immediately, triggering a domino effect that destabilizes neighboring glaciers. Within decades, we could witness sea levels rising by as much as 10 feet, drowning coastal cities worldwide. The problem isn't merely theoretical. In 2020, satellite images showed sudden surface deformations in Antarctica, signs that magma chambers are filling beneath the ice, a clear indication that volcanic activity is escalating. But why is Antarctica suddenly waking up from its icy slumber? Scientists point to a complex interplay between climate change, geological cycles, and Earth's internal dynamics. Ironically, global warming might be accelerating volcanic activity beneath the ice. As massive ice sheets melt, the reduction in pressure could allow deeper magma chambers to rise toward the surface, triggering eruptions and further accelerating ice melt in a dangerous feedback loop. This scenario might sound like a conspiracy theory, but history proves it's frighteningly plausible. Geological records reveal that volcanic activity beneath Antarctica has surged in past epochs, correlating with massive climate shifts and rapid sea level rise events. During the Pliocene era about 3 million years ago, Antarctica experienced intense volcanic activity, melting significant ice cover and raising sea levels drastically. What's chilling is that Earth's current conditions increasingly resemble the Pliocene, higher global temperatures, rising carbon dioxide levels, and rapidly retreating ice. The prospect of volcanic eruptions beneath Antarctic ice raises urgent questions. How soon could this happen? What are the signs that disaster is imminent? Scientists are racing to answer these questions, deploying advanced seismic sensors and deep drilling missions into Antarctica's ice to monitor volcanic activity. Early data suggests that several volcanoes beneath West Antarctica show signs of waking up, their magma chambers swelling and destabilizing vast regions of ice. One particularly alarming scenario involves subglacial lakes, massive reservoirs of liquid water trapped beneath Antarctic ice sheets. These lakes, heated by geothermal activity, are growing larger and more unstable. If volcanic heat rapidly expands these lakes, catastrophic ice sheet failures could occur almost instantly. In 2021, researchers detected hundreds of previously unknown subglacial lakes in Antarctica, increasing fears that hidden volcanic activity could cause rapid and unexpected flooding into oceans. Moreover, volcanic eruptions beneath ice sheets present unique dangers. Unlike typical volcanic eruptions, subglacial eruptions can trigger explosive steam blasts, violently fracturing ice and accelerating the flow of glaciers into the sea. In 2010, the eruption of Iceland's Eyjafjallajökull volcano, beneath an ice cap, showed how devastating these eruptions could be, disrupting global air travel and causing extensive flooding. An Antarctic eruption could dwarf this event, destabilizing global weather patterns and triggering immediate and devastating sea level rise. What's most unsettling about Antarctica's volcanic threat is how little attention it receives compared to traditional climate change discussions. Public and scientific communities are often unaware of this hidden geological danger, focusing instead solely on surface warming caused by human activity. Yet the reality beneath Antarctica's ice could be the most urgent and overlooked threat facing humanity today. As we stand on the brink of potentially devastating geological events beneath Antarctica, the world must urgently prepare. Massive coastal defenses, emergency evacuation plans for millions, and increased monitoring of subglacial volcanic activity are needed immediately. This isn't alarmist thinking, it's pragmatic preparedness for a rapidly approaching future where our cities and communities could literally sink beneath the waves overnight. The melting of Antarctica from below isn't just a scientific curiosity or, an abstract concern. It's honestly a ticking time bomb with global consequences. By ignoring this hidden volcanic threat, we're really gambling with our planet's future, risking an abrupt and, catastrophic transformation of our world. The story beneath Antarctica's ice must be told, understood, and acted upon before it's just too late. Because when Antarctica melts from below, it won't just be a continent that's affected, it will be humanity's future that hangs in the balance. Deep beneath the icy facade of Antarctica, something deeply unsettling is brewing, something scientists are only beginning to, fully comprehend. As we peel back the layers of mystery surrounding this frozen continent, a terrifying truth emerges. Antarctica's geological underbelly isn't just active, it's becoming increasingly unstable. The consequences of this hidden instability could rewrite the future for every person on Earth, pushing humanity to the brink of unprecedented global catastrophe. At the heart of this silent threat is the West Antarctic Rift system, an immense geological scar running beneath much of the continent. This vast rift is not merely a dormant relic, Recent seismic activity reveals that it's actively stretching and fracturing, allowing magma from deep within Earth's mantle to ascend closer to the surface. Each tiny fracture, each movement detected by sensitive instruments, sends a shiver of dread through researchers who know that these seemingly minor geological shifts could presage a far more devastating event. Already, geothermal heat from these hidden volcanic sources is drastically melting Antarctica's ice at its base, creating rivers and lakes beneath the ice sheets. This meltwater isn't static, it's restless, flowing rapidly toward the ocean, lubricating glacier beds and causing ice sheets to accelerate their journey toward the sea. Satellite imagery from recent years confirms what scientists feared most. Glaciers like Pine Island and Thwaites are losing mass at rates that far exceed previous worst-case scenarios. But the volcanic threat beneath Antarctica doesn't merely lurk quietly, it's actively reshaping the continent from the inside out. New findings reveal extensive volcanic fields where magma chambers are swelling ominously beneath colossal ice sheets. Scientists studying these subterranean volcanic activities warn that even small eruptions could trigger catastrophic outcomes. Imagine for a moment a scenario where volcanic heat suddenly intensifies beneath Thwaites Glacier, rapidly melting vast quantities of ice and causing structural collapse. The resulting surge of ice into the oceans would set off global sea level rise unlike anything humanity has experienced, inundating cities and wiping coastlines clean in a terrifyingly short time frame. One chilling precedent lies in the distant past, in the massive volcanic eruption beneath Antarctica's ice sheets approximately 18,000 years ago. Geological records preserved in ice cores and ocean sediments tell a harrowing story. Volcanic heat rapidly destabilized massive ice structures, triggering floods so immense they reshaped global coastlines almost overnight. The echoes of these ancient disasters resonate alarmingly today, providing a stark warning that history could soon repeat itself. Moreover, the accelerating ice melt triggered by volcanic heat is part of a dangerous positive feedback loop. As vast quantities of ice flow into the sea, the pressure on the Earth's crust decreases dramatically, reducing the counterweight that keeps deeper magma chambers contained. Scientists theorize that as this pressure is relieved, magma can surge upward more freely, causing further eruptions and accelerating ice melt. A vicious cycle with catastrophic implications. One of the most troubling indicators scientists are observing is the frequency of ice quakes, seismic events triggered by rapid glacial movements around volcanic hotspots. In recent months, networks of seismic instruments spread across Antarctica have recorded a significant uptick in these ice quakes. Each tremor provides chilling evidence that volcanic forces beneath the ice are becoming increasingly restless, steadily pushing Antarctica toward a tipping point. This hidden geological drama is, really exacerbated by human-induced climate change. As surface temperatures continue to rise globally, Antarctica's surface ice melts more rapidly, reducing the overall structural integrity of its ice sheets. Combined with volcanic activity beneath, this weakens the ice sheets at an alarming pace, creating vulnerabilities where even minor volcanic eruptions could have, catastrophic outcomes. In an unsettling parallel, scientists studying volcanic activity in Iceland and Greenland have already observed similar phenomena, small eruptions beneath glaciers triggering massive ice sheet collapses and flooding. In Antarctica, with ice volumes exponentially larger, the scale of potential disaster is almost unimaginable. The scientific community is now sounding urgent alarms, calling for global attention and immediate action to understand and mitigate this hidden threat. Despite the gravity of this situation, public awareness remains dangerously low. Policymakers and global leaders continue to focus predominantly on surface-driven climate threats, overlooking the critical subterranean volcanic risk simmering beneath Antarctica. Addressing this blind spot requires a dramatic shift in global policy and funding priorities, emphasizing the urgent need for comprehensive seismic monitoring networks, enhanced satellite surveillance, and international scientific collaboration to forecast and prepare for volcanic-induced ice collapse scenarios. Right now, teams of scientists are braving the harsh Antarctic conditions, drilling deep boreholes and deploying sophisticated remote sensing technologies to map the extent of volcanic activity beneath the ice. Their findings are unequivocal. Antarctica's hidden volcanic system is vast, active, and increasingly unstable. As they piece together this frightening puzzle, one conclusion becomes inescapably clear. Humanity faces a geological threat of unprecedented scale and immediacy. The stark reality is that we're entering an era of geological uncertainty, where volcanic activity beneath Antarctica could abruptly and irreversibly alter global sea levels, devastate ecosystems, and displace hundreds of millions of people. Coastal cities, already grappling with rising sea levels, are entirely unprepared for the rapid inundation scenarios these volcanic eruptions could cause. In the face of this looming crisis, humanity must urgently adapt, preparing robust defenses and comprehensive evacuation strategies for vulnerable coastal communities worldwide. Ignoring or downplaying the hidden volcanic threat beneath Antarctica is not merely reckless, it's potentially catastrophic. The clock is ticking, and the world's response must be swift, decisive, and informed by science. Because beneath Antarctica's deceptively calm surface, the fiery heart of our planet beats with increasing intensity, threatening to unleash a disaster that could redefine life on Earth